Hello all. Hope everybody's having a great Monday. Being Monday means spooky places, and this week is part 2 of spooky places in Chicago. And the first stop this week, Archer Woods Cemetery. Archer Woods Cemetery gates are never locked, so entry is easily accessible. As you walk into the cemetery, you follow a path that leads around in a circle. As you leave the cemetery, it is said that a white, filmy form floats among the trees near the gates. She is called the Sobbing Woman, and you can also hear her sobs and wails. The strange part is that you only see her as you exit, never when you enter. And our next stop, a firehouse at Central and Lake Street. Firehouse located on Central and Lake Street. It is 1 block west of Central on Lake. It has been told and seen by many that there is a ghost walking around and protecting the firehouse from crime and bad happenings due to the fact that a lot of people were saved from fires by firefighters due to the fact that it was a high fire area back in the day, known to be haunted. Firehouse from the fire pole covers being open when closed, and numerous footsteps walking around the firehouse when all is sleeping. The fire doors have opened on themselves numerous times before the bell rings. Fires that have opened almost instantly when no one. Numerous times before the bell rings for fires, they have opened almost instantly when no one has opened them. Interesting firehouse. Now we move to the House of Blues in Chicago. There was once a little girl that died of an illness. There has been rumors that you can hear her in the room. There will be imprints in the bed sheets, and there was a little boy came to stay with his mother at night. The little girl was playing with his toys, saying, "Won't you play with me?" So the little boy screamed and it went away. Interesting. Now move to Mount Carmel, Chicago. The spirit of Julia Ukala Heda is said to wander the cemetery grounds. On one occasion, when a young boy was left behind in the cemetery, the family saw the boy take the hand of a lady in a white gown. Upon their return to retrieve the boy, when they got closer, the lady disappeared. And the last stop for this week, a famous one, Resurrection Cemetery in Chicago. Since the 1930s, several men driving northeast along Archer Avenue between the Willowbrook Ballroom and Resurrection Cemetery have reported picking up a young female hitchhiker. This young woman is dressed somewhat formally and said to have light blonde hair with blue eyes and wearing a white party dress. There are other reports that she wore a thin shawl, dancing shoes, that she carried a small clutch purse, and that she was very quiet. When the driver nears the Resurrection Cemetery, the young woman asks to be let out, whereupon she disappears into the cemetery. Who is this famous hitchhiker? Well, the legend goes that Mary had spent the evening dancing with a boyfriend at the old Henry Ballroom. At some point they got into an argument and Mary stormed out. Even though it was a cold winter's night, she thought she would rather face a cold walk home than spend another minute with her boyfriend. She left the ballroom and started walking up Archer Avenue. She had not gotten very far when she was struck and killed by a hit-and-run driver, who fled the scene, leaving Mary to die. Her parents found her and were grief-stricken at the sight of her dead body. They buried her in Resurrection Cemetery, wearing a beautiful white dancing dress and matching dancing shoes. the hit and run driver was never found. And I've heard many reports of Resurrection Cemetery. There's similar instances of the phantom hitchhiker, but I've seen many documented cases on this one here with verifiable, credible eyewitnesses. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the tales for this week. Wishing you all a spooky night.